goes Milano firing away again. He probably has like 5-2 because he's in a blind, and he just decided to bet to try to take it. Precious has never raised my blind, so the time that he decides to raise my blind, I will gladly fold it to him unless I have a good hand. So, and we're gonna fold this. So far, I'm very happy with the tournament. Actually surprised. I feel like I'm playing better limit than I thought I would. I didn't think I'd play. Obviously, the pocket 5 stands was terrible fold. I'll never disagree with that. But I feel like all the other hands I've played them pretty good. So haven't been in too many crazy hands or anything like that though. So this is an obvious raising hand, unless raised in front of us, then we think about it. Nice 575 raise to Milano, who calls with a lot of hands. So 1005 again. He hit any part of that, he's calling, I'm pretty sure. So it's very nice to see him fold. And I do mean any part of that. He hits a 4. He calls down. But of course, on that turn, depending on what the card was, if it was, say, a king, I might fire at the king. Actually, is another scare card. And going back to that last hand right there where I got a walk, I had ace-10 offsuit. If Precious honestly raises my blind there, I at best call him there. He's never raised any of my blinds, so I'd be very afraid. Now he limps. I have a pair now though, so I'm going to try to isolate it to just me and him. And it looks like I'm going to get 2 players. That's probably one of the worst flops I could have had. So I am honestly just checking behind. Jack 10. There's tons of cards there. If they check again to me though, I'm going to bet. I have to bet now. So now we're going to just bet. What is in there? 36. We'll bet 1700. Oh my, that's a pretty nice river. Let's see. 1700 last time. We're gonna go 22, and we win because he just luckily smooth called us, and we got the best river card we could have asked for. He had worse than us the whole time. He had pocket 4, so we didn't even need the river, but the river actually was not only obviously a great card for us, but it looked like a safe card to him because I checked the flop. The check on the flop actually paid us off another 4,000 in chips, so that ended up being beautiful. But there's no reason on this flop for me to bet in the 2 players, especially when he's one of them. He'll call anything. So they check to me, you check, and then the king hits. The king, and they check to you again, is almost always, or at least against these players, I should say, almost always against these players, a safe card to bet. And it looked like a safe card to Precious because I checked the flop for one thing, and then I bet on the turn, which it did look like I was trying to steal it, which I honestly was. I just ended up having the better hand than him anyway. So, and I made the price good enough that he put the call in. So that was very nice. Precious hasn't raised or limit, by the way. So we're gonna go ahead and raise though anyway, and take it down with pocket 4s. So this has been a pretty good hour so far, or 30 minutes, 30 minutes and 27 seconds. And we're down to the final 8 right now, and I'm in second place, which is very nice. Wow, Ducko is actually the one in last place. The gentleman who was up here with a lot of chips for a while. These blinds make those turn bets pretty big though. 1600 a pop, turn and river. I would say Milano has 9-8. Nope. I was gonna say he called with a gut shot there or something, like some kind of draw there, and ended up folding. But if he had 9-8, I think he calls the 9. But calls it with the 9. I'm sorry. So since he folded, he probably had some even worse draw than 9-8, which would have been 7-6. Kind of needed a 4, or maybe the clubs. I don't know. Just basing on him, pretty much. His notes: 3-bet river with 10 high and limit, and then raise and re-raise in front of him, and the small blind he shoved with ace-9 off. So those are the notes on our friend Milano. We don't have any notes on anyone else except for we're going to put one on him that he calls and sees plenty of flops. And that's a very, very interesting river card. Look at that. Monster. That's so strange to see him with a good hand though. He had pocket 9s. That does look like a nice flop for his pocket 9s though. Actually, let's take a look at that really fast. Just want to see pre-flop how it went. I think it just went raise, call. Yeah, raise, call, I fold. And then check, bet, call. I think he needs to raise. There's no way you can just call that flop, I don't think, with just pocket nets. I think you need to raise there since you're out of position, and if he re-raises you, then you can probably just call, and if he bets again, let it go. Especially when a queen hits and he bets again, then you let it go. We're getting some pretty ugly big blind hands right now, especially with that crap. Tournament's hand for hand, so we're almost at the final 6. Yeah, wow, cool. Almost reached our goal. I'm gonna raise because he's been. No, don't need to. He's gonna raise because he's folded every time I've raised his blind so far. So King 6, we'll let it go. There's no point in putting 1600 in when we know he's gonna call. Bobo. Look at that. He's waiting for you, Milano. Watch him have a 10. Nope. Oh my, doesn't matter. He's just waiting for you to bet. Just waiting. He's like, hey, why don't you bet for me, Milano? He had ace 4. And he 3 bets. We're in position. We'll just call with an ace high though. I like this flop still. I'm gonna call and just hope. Oh, he had pocket aces, so good hand for him. We're getting into some trouble here, huh? With some of these hands. King 10 of hearts. We have 2 overs. He's gonna bet. Ooh, he leads. I'll let it go when he leads. Okay, I'll call the 800 from Milano, but him leading is leading into a lot of chips in that pot. So, Precious, you're pretty much all in this hand, I'm pretty sure. Wow, and you check that, huh? So you have 9-8. Wow, pocket aces back to back for our crazy fish. One fish attack. That's what we're going to call that part of the video. One fish attack. Good luck to Precious. Obviously I want him to lose, but from what I've seen he's played a pretty good game here. So we've got Jack, King, and Jacks. So he's 3 outs and he misses. And he bet out. Man, that's just a bad play. Say he had for some random reason he has 10-6 of spades, or yeah, 10-6 of spades there for some reason. I think that's just a bonehead bet there when we're trying to go to the final 6 of us. So we lost 10K in the recent hands, but that's okay. What did we lose to him? We lost to him like 4,000, I think, that hand with Ace Jack. And then I think we lost, I don't remember the other hand. I think that was it, really. Well, I was going to raise anything he did there, obviously, but he's been pretty calm on the blinds versus blind stuff, and he hasn't called one of my raises so far on the blinds. So obviously I got queen, so it's no limit hold'em. So yeah, we're gonna raise this up to 1525. Get called. It is not a bad flop, honestly. He limps. I am beating him on this hand still, unless he has pocket 4s. We're going to go ahead and bet. The only hand he has there that beats me on that river is hearts.